Hi everyone, I'm bdominique and this is day 5 of my 15 days of MerMay art challenge. The thumbnail probably gave it away, but you can already tell where we're headed with this one. I was a little apprehensive about it because I am introducing an animal to the mix. I'm not an animal painter. I haven't painted an animal. Well, I take that back. I have painted animals, but I've never painted a turtle. So I definitely had to consult my scuba diver husband for some advice. So tip, family and friends are references too. This painting features a baby sea turtle. A hand from the sea curiously helps it swim to the surface. Disclaimer, don't actually touch sea turtles or baby sea turtles, and definitely don't disturb their nest or eggs. While I got the chance to see adult sea turtles while swimming in Maui, I've never seen a baby sea turtle up close, so I did have to grab a few references to help me along. And like I said, I've also never painted a turtle or the surface of water, so I had my hands full here. But once I got started and didn't overthink it too much, the image came to be. So with this one, I pretty much just wanted to fill the whole canvas as soon as possible because I was already intimidated by the turtle and by the water, and then having a hand in it doesn't help either. And of course, I didn't have to include a hand. I could have just painted a turtle, but I just wanted that mermaid element to it. So there's something in the deep that is also present with the turtle. But of course the turtle is heading to the surface, and that's where I got a little nervous because there's a lot going on up there. There's the reflection of the turtle and the moving water at the top. So my goal at the beginning was just cover all of the empty canvas, put in all the color, just lay it in anywhere. And then with the hand, figuring out what colors are supposed to be on there. Once again, I had to find a reference for the position of the hand, and the hand had to be submerged. And of course, there's going to be the bluish tint of the ocean in the hand. So there was a lot that I had to really think about in order to pull this painting off. So now I'm just laying in another layer. The whole canvas, or the canvas board, has been filled with all the color, and now I had to deepen the color, and so you'll see me putting in this extra layer on top, covering up those guidelines, the grid lines, and really setting in the color that I actually want the water to be. By the way, please excuse the lighting changes. I'm still getting used to it. My canvas is actually, or my easel is right next to a window, which is like the only source of light that comes into the room. So I have a secondary light that's on one side and then the window. So the light keeps changing, and until I can figure out the lighting, it will bounce a little bit. So sorry for that. So now I'm just kind of putting in the subtle reflection that is in the surface of the water of the turtle. And pretty much I decided just take it square by square. That's why you grid an image, just to help you lay in your color. So I looked at my reference and compared it to the grid, and I just laid in color where I saw it, exactly how it was in the reference image. And that helped me to not get overwhelmed with what the water was doing, because when you first start putting strokes down, it just looks like scribble, at least to me. And I was just like, I don't know if this is gonna look much like water, but the more I kept at it and just tried to get the main shapes that I could see, the easier it got. And finally, Mr. Turtle. It's the cutest thing ever, and it was so intimidating. But I took him little by little as well and just looked at the different facets on his shell, on his fins, and just tried to convey the colors that I was seeing. Admittedly, I think the colors that I used were a little too saturated, but because he was at the surface of the water, I feel like maybe his color stood out more because of the light from above, but who knows? I just went with it, and this is what I ended up with. By this point, I had gotten really comfortable and I enjoyed putting in the bubbles and the highlights of the surface of the water. I feel like I should have put a little bit more white color at the top for brighter sunlit surface, but this girl could probably work this painting over and over and over, so it's better that I leave it exactly where it is. The hands eventually came together, and now we have the finished piece. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you'd like to see the previous paintings in this series, check out my 15 days of MerMay playlist. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.